Welcome, Jack.
Yash, how you doing, man?
Good, thanks. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too. Excited to be here.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about yourselves. Where are you from?
So I'm from Peak. We're an endurance sports team. We focus on triathlon, running and cycling.
Okay.
And yeah, we kind of cover for all people, from beginners to the top level athletes. And we just kind of created a really good community of people that are like-minded, that enjoy doing endurance sports, you know.
So, okay, so let's simplify it for people in terms of what endurance sports is. So you say you've got running with you guys, you've got triathlon, you've got cycling, what else do you have?
We're just tapping into Hyrox. I mean, Hyrox is trending, so you got to jump onto that bandwagon.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, any sport that involves being outside, normally longer durations, where people need a bit of assistance, you know, it's hard to train on your own. You want to have people to be accountable to. So yeah, and just bring good vibes, you know.
Okay, that's really cool. So where are you guys based?
We're based in Joburg, but we have a global footprint. We have over 500 athletes across the globe, mainly in the triathlon space because it's a sport that you need a lot of touch points. So we offer the coaching there, and we coach the guys remotely. And then in Joburg, we've got a big presence, and we're expanding into KZN and now into Cape Town as well on the running side.
So when you say you have athletes, do you guys physically coach them and like charge them a monthly fee, or is it like a free to join like these running clubs you see? So how does it work?
We're a little bit different to the free running crews. We kind of sit one level above that on our Peak Athletics Club, where you pay to be a part of our team. And that gives you...
what would your monthly membership be?
So we have a yearly membership. We want to have a low barrier to entry. So we have, it's 1,000 Rand a year. I mean, it's really not much. And then we bring the gears and the vibes to all the events. So like this weekend, we've got Cape Town Marathon. We've probably got about 50 people running there. And the difference is when people buy into something, there's that accountability, you know, and then they get the benefits of being part of the team. So we've got promos and stuff with different brands. And we also all have the same uniform. So we all look the same. You don't need to know that person, but you'll see them running down the street and you'll be like, oh, that person's aligned with me. So like, it's just that little bit of camaraderie, you know, that goes a long way. On our global side, we coach people. So we also have a service where we do online coaching and in-person coaching. So in Joburg, we have in-person coaching, and then globally we have coaching that's delivered through our our top-tier coaches through an app called Training Peaks, where they get a calendar every week of what their training is. And as they use their device to track and do that, it comes onto the system so that the coaches can go and analyze and see what they're doing and then adjust the program so that they can achieve their goals.
Okay, all right. So, you know, funnily enough, you guys are called Apex. So it's
we're going to Peak.
Peak. Why am I thinking Apex? Where did I think Apex from?
The boxing gym.
Fuck, sorry. Because I was going to tie it in. Sorry. Peak. Sorry, my fault.
But I thought we did well for our first take. We were going pretty good.
No, that was going well. Wow, why did I think Apex did? But sorry. Okay.
That's cool.
Let's carry on. Okay. Okay, wait, I need to settle myself again. Fuck. Okay. So you guys obviously get quite involved. You've obviously come here with a bike today. I can see you've got a bike wrap on your car. So Josh has been chatting to me for quite a while about getting protection or PPF done on your bikes, which is something we do here pretty much on a lot of cars. We've actually done it on helicopters, on like stupid things before. So what would you say is like average cost of bikes at the moment?
Yeah, I mean, the bike industry's been pretty crazy, you know, and the cost of bikes just keeps going up. I mean, anyone who's buying a new bike is spending north of 100 grand at the moment, and the top end bikes are close to 300 grand, you know. So adding protection definitely makes a big difference, because obviously if you take the protection off, it doesn't damage the paint. But if you do paint, chip or anything to a bicycle, it's very hard to match it because it's factory painted, you know. And when you try and repair that, you never match it.
Like
you know,
we do on cars.
It's crazy, and like you are spending a lot of money on that. And the guys that are spending 300 grand on a bicycle, you know, that's their pride and joy, you know. So one little scratch here or there is a big difference. And you also do put your bike in a lot of other people's hands. You know, you go to the bike shop and they are working on your bike, or they're cleaning it. So anybody can damage the bike, but then also you're riding on the roads and there's chips and there's off-road and all of that. So adding that protective layer definitely makes a big difference, and it just extends the life of your bike, you know.
Okay. So we were talking about barrier of entry to these sports before. So how would you say, like someone who's never gone biking before or cycling on the road, those type of things, if they wanted to buy a new bicycle, where would they go and how they start? Was this something you help people with?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the athletes that we coach and that come into the team, they're coming to us for advice, you know, because there's so much out there. There's the internet, and you get a little bit like mind blown of where to go. So exactly that. We help people kind of point them in the right direction, help them understand what are their goals, what is their budget, where they're going to kind of purchase their bicycles from, and then we assist them with our partners. And we've aligned with partners over the last 10 years to make sure that we can give these guys the best experience, advice, and then give them a solution where they can they buy their products from.
Okay, all right, no, that's really cool. So going forward, what would you say is like your long-term goal that you're looking for at Peak? So are you looking to get more members and to expand? Are you looking to streamline where you guys can say maybe in the next 10 years you want to start sending people to the Olympics? Like what would you say is where you want to go with the brand and the direction of what you guys have built? Because you've obviously built something that's massive. It's a huge community and something that's really, you should be proud of. Like, it's amazing. And so where do you see yourself going?
Yeah, I mean, I think over the last 10 years, we've been very organic in our growth. You know, we don't have this massive sponsor that's built our team up. Everyone that's come to the team is part of the family, you know, and that gives us the longevity where we're not looking for new people every year. You know, these people come in and they'll stay with us, I mean, for years. We've just had our 10-year birthday, and like we've got people that have been with us for 9 years, you know, so that's been really nice. And I think that's what we want to carry on doing. We want to carry on growing organically because those people stay with you for longer. We've got different projects, you know. At the moment, we're creating a community of like-minded people. But we want to extend the experience, the knowledge that we have to people that maybe aren't in the same position as us, but have talent, you know. So we've got a thing called Project Run where we collect old shoes from people that don't run, that have they've had expired the life of the shoes for them, and we push it into community so that we can get more people running, you know. And from there, we use that as a talent ID mechanism to find talent in underprivileged areas, and our goal is to make sure to help those guys get to a position where they can use sport to empower them to not drink, not take drugs, stay in school, and through that, hopefully one day those guys will be able to, that will trickle down into their communities, and then we're empowering those guys through sport, you know. Okay. So that's the big goal. Powerful. It is, you know. Nelson Mandela said it, and it's definitely united the country in sport. And you look at the big races like Cape Town Marathon's about to be announced as a world major, you know. Comrades Marathon, Ghaida Steyn, she's bringing people together through something that's super easy for people to get involved in, you know. And run crews are blossoming up everywhere, and these things are really good for us because 20 to 30-year-old people, they didn't want to run. It wasn't fun. It wasn't trendy, you know. Like,
obviously I'm like just gone to 30 now, so I would say these type of clubs like you're talking about, it's become the easiest way to socialize. It's become, and it's a safe way to socialize. Because I mean, the generation of people before us, they used to go to nightclubs, they used to go out to bars, whatever. Now everyone's like, cool, let's go meet at a gym class, let's go meet at a running club, let's go meet at paddle, let's go for cycling. It's so much easier to actually socialize and meet people at what you're talking about.
And it's the people that you want to align with.
Yes.
Because anyone can go to a bar, and now you're trying to sift through the shit to find like nice people
to be friends with.
And that's the thing with these run clubs, you know, and people joke that they want to bring running back into the run clubs because it's just a dating site, you know, it's just people interacting, but it's because, as you say, it's safe. It's places that people can interact with like-minded people, and that's actually got legs and it's got longevity in what they're trying to achieve, you know, and they're healthy. You know, they're getting outside. That's something that's been so swayed, you know. If you go look a generation behind us, those guys are all inside. They're back to the video games. They're back to like esports and stuff. And that's what's so nice about running, is that low barrier to entry. You can literally put on a pair of shoes and run out your front door.
Okay. I know you mentioned earlier you guys are quite involved in charity as well. So what are you guys currently doing?
So like I said, Project Run, we work with Sneaker Shack, which is one of our brand partners. We've been with them for a long time. And we have, say, 600 to 800 kilometers in a pair of running shoes as a runner. Before that kind of expires and we reload them, but that's still got a lot of life left in it. So what we do is we have collection points where we collect all these shoes, and then we redistribute them back into the community through some of our charity partners, like the likes of Laureus and Freedom of Movement. All of these brands, we push these shoes back into them so that we can help these guys overcome that barrier to entry that they might have. So you look in townships, they've got tons of kids running and they're barefoot, you know. So if we can help those guys get into shoes, get to races, that's what we're trying to achieve through Project Run. And hopefully it's enabling them to make smarter decisions and live a healthier life and not get drawn into the
stuff. Yeah, of course.
The taverns and the drinking and all of that stuff that a lot of these people do get stuck into, you know.
Okay, all right. So I heard you looking to brand a few of your vehicles. So I think this is going to be one of them.
Yeah, so the idea is like, at the same time as us trying to achieve a lot with a lot of people, in the cycling space, everyone dreams of the Tour de France, you know, and everyone knows the Tour de France. So we want to create this vibe within the team where we have a team car, because we do go to races. We've got Ride Joburg 947 coming up, and we have a big contingent of vet cycling. And the idea is that we have a branded car with our partners on, and it just, while we're driving around and we're at events, you can see the brands that are supporting our cause, you know, and that really makes a big difference and it makes a big impact, because it's a talking point. You know, they see a cool car, they see the brands that are aligned with it, and the story that's behind what we're doing. And it's not just for us, you know, we are trying to make a bigger impact, but at the same time, having a cool car that's wrapped, that's got cool branding, colors that speak the Peak brand is something nice to have, and I think it's going to be a massive impact on what we're trying to achieve, you know.
No, of course. Okay, cool. So stay tuned, guys. We'll have this mini done in something really cool and epic for Peak, and you guys will get to see it out on the roads. Take a photo, tag Peak, tag Carbon Bros, and we see how it goes. And will you just let everyone know, so how do we find Peak? How do we join? How do we sign up? Where can we find all of these details?
Yeah, so everything's on Instagram, peak_team. All the membership links. We've got the sickest kit. When we built the team, the whole thing was making sure that we have the raddest kits in the sport. So we've got cool stuff. Everyone can get involved there and follow and tag us and come along for the journey.
Okay, perfect. Cool.
Thanks Yash. Look forward to it.
Yeah. Jared?
Yash.
See you again.
You too, man.
Cool. I see we have your branded car here with us.
Yeah, this thing's been catching a lot of attention. We've had a few events to wrap up the 2025 year.
Okay.
We went down to Swellendam for the double century, where our team came 11th.
That's really cool. What was the event about?
So that was a 12-man team time trial.
Okay.
206 kilometers around Swellendam. Pretty much just direct your teammates and hope that you've got 6 to cross the line and stop the clock.
Okay.
So that
this was cycling.
Cycling, yeah.
Okay.
So this was our team car, bikes loaded on, supporters following with extra nutrition, ice, and just kind of keeping us safe and hydrated out on the course. And then we had Hyrox Joburg event, we had Christmas Truck, which was both superpower events, tons of people, and just everyone's super interested and kind of drawn to the rad branding and the cool car that we've put together.
Okay, no, perfect. So obviously I've seen this on Josh's stories a couple of times. So we've got the Peak logos, the Carbon Bros logos, your colors, the pink and blue. So what would you say is standing out the most when you guys are using the cars or driving around? Because I know it was parked at Hyrox, it was parked in 4 Ways More. Is helping the brand?
Yeah, for sure. I think the bright colors obviously draw attention. The split is wild. I don't think many people have got a split wrap. And then once they get a little bit closer and then they see who's associated with it, I think it kind of just pulls everything together, you know. Yeah, I think it's made a big impact for us, and we've only had it for a few weeks now, so I think 2026 is going to be a good year.
Okay, no, that's awesome. And so what other big events have you guys got coming up?
2026 is a huge year, you know. There's a lot going on. Hopefully we're going to have Cape Town Marathon as a major, so lots of running events leading into that. Comrades Marathon is always huge. All the Hyrox events, all the Ironman 70.3s, Ironman full distance. So yeah, our year's pretty stacked. So we're going to be running around the country, ripping it up in this guy.
Okay, no, that's great. But perfect. Thanks so much,
man.
And looking forward to more events. And I think if Josh can convince me, I'll come join you guys on one of them.
For sure.
But yeah, let's see how that goes.
Lekker.